Do you ever wonder how some people just make everything look easy? They're never stressed, they're in shape, they maintain great relationships, and somehow they never even have to cram for a test. Now, what if I told you that there is actually an equation, a simple mathematical equation that defines what separates these great achievers from regular people? I'm Andrew with Brainscape, an adaptive flashcard study app built on decades of proven cognitive science research into how we learn better and how we're incentivized. Our team has researched the reported secrets of success of hundreds of the world's top performing athletes and business people and scientists and artists to find that common thread that they attribute as the driver of their achievements. And you know what almost all of them said? It was because of their daily habits. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't get jacked over one beastly weekend. He pushed himself every friggin' day because he understood this fundamental equation. 1.01, just a little bit of extra effort every day, compounded across 365 days a year, becomes an exponentially bigger number over time. Whereas doing just a little bit less than what's required every day deteriorates you down to zero. For students, that's why studying every day keeps your knowledge growing instead of slowly disappearing, meaning that you've got to cram before your test and relearn everything. Knowledge accrued every day compounds. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Oh my God, who wants to study every day? I'm not a nerd, I have a life. Well, tell me, who is the bigger nerd? The person who studies only 5 total hours spread over a few weeks, or the person who has to spend twice as long studying the day or two before an exam because they waited? The fact is, daily habits and spaced repetition are the secret to success and efficiency in life so that you can accomplish more in less total time, with less work. This happens because every night when you sleep, your brain encodes and strengthens active neurons from the activities that you just did that day. So the more you space your habits to a little bit every day, the more you're going to be sleeping that knowledge into permanence and the more successful you'll be. What I want to do for you today is to help you develop 5 mind tricks to actually get you to start those good daily habits, make them automatic so that they're not tedious. Whether your goal is studying every day, exercising every day, practicing gratitude, or doing a perfect tree pose, we're gonna make your daily habits as mindless as brushing your teeth every night, or every day at night, because you hopefully haven't had to think of that as a huge drag since you were like 6 years old. We're gonna internalize these habits. And by the way, you can find all these habits I'm about to tell you and way more over at the Brainscape Academy or by subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. So here we go. Tip number 1, start just one micro habit at a time. Our brains can get easily overwhelmed by committing to too many new habits or too big of a habit all at once. And if you do that, you're probably gonna fall back off the wagon real quickly. You gotta start small. Literally something like, I'm just gonna study for 2 minutes a day. Or I'm just gonna study one 10-card study round in Brainscape per day. Commit to a really small and achievable win to give you positive reinforcement and increase the likelihood that you're gonna stick to that habit. And then once you're in the zone, you could always study just one more quick round or do one more push-up to get further ahead of the curve, but start small. Which brings me to tip number 2, anchor your new habits to existing ones. A great example of an existing habit is brushing your teeth. You're already gonna be doing that at least once a day, so why not brush your teeth while you're holding a deep squat to work on your core posture? Or maybe you could take those 2 minutes of teeth brushing to do a mental free association of all the hard new concepts you remember from your recent physics studies to keep them fresh in your mind. Or if you want real personalized spaced repetition, maybe every time you're waiting for the bus or every time you're waiting for your oatmeal to heat up in the morning, you whip out your phone and you study a round of Brainscape flashcards. The important thing here is to associate your micro habits with things you were already doing every day, so that they don't add any new net time commitments to your day or mental overhead, at least at first. Tip number 3, use carrots and sticks. In other words, reward yourself and punish yourself as needed. Maybe there's a certain candy that you only let yourself have if you've met your study habit goals for the day. Or maybe you take away your own TV privileges if you haven't done your core daily habits. Being honest with yourself and weighing the importance of your habits versus your distractions is critical to actually beating the demons of sloth that want to hold you back. Which brings me to tip number 4. Use peer pressure to your advantage. It's always hard to say no to fun social things because we get FOMO, and our friends might make fun of us for staying in and studying while they're going out and having fun. Now, if your friends give you crap, just remind them that they are the nerds who are going to have to spend more time cramming for their tests later, as we saw, because they're not taking advantage of the magic of spaced repetition over time. Or if your friends and family tell you that they are more supportive, tell them your study habit goals and give them permission to shame you if you don't meet them. You could even have classmates join you in Brainscape, where you could literally see each other's study habits on the leaderboard if you choose to make it public, and use peer pressure to light a fire under your arses to get your study on. Which brings me to tip number 5. Make your habits convenient. The less you have to think about or prepare to start studying, the more likely you are to do it. For example, if you want to train yourself to exercise first thing in the morning, you go to bed in your workout clothes as your pajamas and you keep your sneakers and socks right by the bed. Or for studying, you can set yourself a calendar reminder that pops up on your phone every hour, say, study 10 Brainscape flashcards right now. Or maybe you just remember to keep Brainscape constantly open in a browser tab on your computer, or you put the Brainscape app on your phone's home screen so it's always convenient for you to quickly study a little round. Making your study habits just a tap or a click away, you're not just expanding those willpower resources that you're going to have to use that get depleted every day, but you're going to be able to build your self-discipline. If you want to maybe read about other self-discipline hacks or productivity or habit building or anything else, subscribe to this channel, and of course download the Brainscape study app, which will help you rise to your challenge.